Lying on your back, hugging your knees, rocking side to side. We're going to begin our stretching from that comfortable lying down position. Just rocking, stretching out the back side of your body, relaxing your breath here, pulling one knee in, letting one leg drop down to the ground. Straighten that leg and hug the other one in towards your chest. Letting your head lie down flat on the ground, just relaxing your body and holding that stretch. Switching sides here, pulling that knee in. Feel free to rock it a little bit from side to side, massaging out your hip flexor area. Relaxing here, bringing down your breath. Bring both knees in and hug and rock side to side once again. Breathing in and out at a comfortable, relaxed pace. Rolling over, pushing yourself up to a comfortable position with your legs out straight. Move the fleshy parts of your behind so that your sits bones are on the ground. Pull up straight. Inhale and exhale forward, folding down with your chest aiming towards your knees. You're not needing to go all the way down at the beginning. Breathing in, stretching long, and with each exhale, try and bend just a little bit further. Stretching is a process. Stretching is not a destination. It is a journey of flexibility, and it takes time to practice stretching and getting deeper into those stretch receptors. Your natural reflexes will stop you at your limits, but when we can push past those barriers by breathing in, exhaling, reaching deeper, holding stretches and inhaling into them is going to help you get a little bit deeper down. Breathing in, and with each exhale, relax yourself a little deeper into the stretch. If you start to round your back a little at the end, bringing your nose down to your knees or your shins, that's okay. Just breathing into it and really focus on these breaths. Stretching out the backs of your legs or your hamstrings. Breathing in and out. Releasing down for that exhale. Dropping the head. Breathing rate is really relaxed here. Bringing down the heart rate. Inhaling and exhaling in a steady format. Then rolling yourself back up to seated. Bringing one leg in and cross it over, feeling it in that glute and the backside and the leg of the leg you're pulling in. Leave that other leg out straight, sitting nice and tall, hugging that knee in a little bit deeper with each exhale. Feeling that stretch in your glutes and the sides of your thighs. Now putting your hand behind you and using your other elbow as a leverage point to twist you. Don't over twist, but when you're comfortable looking over that shoulder of the leg that is up, you're reaching into that, stretching out, twisting that body, breathing in and out, twisting a little deeper with an exhale, being really careful to be comfortable in these positions. If they're a little uncomfortable, it's okay, but not to the point of pain. Switching legs here, bring the other leg in, other leg goes out straight. Hugging that leg into your body, holding it nice and tight while you inhale and exhale, really relaxing here. Don't worry about thinking about picking up blueberries and all that stuff, just really relaxing the breaths and planting that hand, tightening your elbow around that knee and twisting to the other side, looking over your shoulder. So you're twisting into the leg that's up. You're looking over that shoulder if you can. Never pushing yourself past the point of pain. Twisting back to the center, legs back out, and then bring them both in for a diamond butterfly type position. Your feet, the soles of your feet are going to be flat against each other. You can see that your knees come out. Don't push down on them, but let them just relax down towards the floor. Closing your eyes, breathing in, nice and tall. Start to flatten that back and hinge forward at the hips. Make sure you're sticking your butt out the back and those sits bones are comfortably on the floor. Those are the bottoms of your pelvis. The bones of your pelvis are sitting nicely on the floor. Inhaling tall with each breath and hinging at the hips down. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing in and relaxing out with each breath. This may be difficult for you, but it's okay. It will get easier. Bringing those legs in. Now spreading them straight out to each side. So you're in kind of a V-sit position or a triangle type with those legs. You're turning to one side, walking those hands out, bringing that body towards your knee, bringing your torso down towards that thigh. That nice twisted position in your back, but you're facing that one leg, just pushing down with each inhale, lengthen out in the back, and then exhale a touch deeper. Breathing in and out, relaxing here, relaxing breaths. And start to spread your legs or your hands even a little bit further away from your body. Comfortably relaxing your chest down on that thigh if you can. If you can't, just breathing into it wherever you are. You will get more flexible as time goes on, but it takes consistent practice. Doing this once a week is fabulous. Doing this every day is even more fabulous. So see what you can fit in with your lifestyle. Doing this with your kids around, hanging out. Pulling yourself up, twisting to the other side now, and walking those hands out as you inhale, lengthen, exhale, bring it down to your chest. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bring it down. See if you can drop those elbows down beside your thigh. Inhaling and exhaling a touch deeper. If you want to round out your head down at the end of the move here. Getting you into a nice, comfortable, stretched out position. Going only as far as you can to the point where you feel those stretch reflexes getting pushed to the edge, but nothing of pain, nothing of pulling in any kind of way that's going to cause you an injury. Pushing yourself up back to the middle. Now you're bringing your chest down to the floor. You can start by inhaling tall, then walking your hands out as you exhale. Resting on your elbows if you can, or just resting with those palms down. Start to inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bring it down closer towards the ground. It doesn't matter where you are in this stretch as long as it's pushing you. Walking your hands back up. Oh, no, we're staying down in that position. I'm just switching angles for you, holding yourself in that position. Walking out nice and deep, breathing in and breathing out, bringing yourself further to the ground. In and exhale. Great job. With each inhale, you're lengthening. With each exhale, you're reaching further away. Now you're walking your hands back up to center, bringing those legs back in. You're going to lie yourself down to one side with one leg straight out. You're doing a quad stretch here. Stretching out the front of your leg by bringing your heel to your butt and grabbing onto your ankle and just holding it in that position. You want your knees side by side, just relaxing and breathing here. Your knees are side by side, not arching your back. Your back body is straight. Switching sides here, grabbing onto the ankle or the foot of your other leg, keeping those knees tight together and stretching that quad, the front of your leg, the upper part of your leg. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxing in these stretches here. Stretching is an opportunity for you to relax the mind. Sometimes it feels like you can't relax the body, but the more you do this, the more you will feel like this is a relaxing time. You really start to feel good the more you stretch. Breathing in and out. Getting yourself up to a position of a runner's lunge next. So this is when your knees are one knee on the ground, the other knee is up. You want your foot on the ground, the sole of your foot. You're pushing forward, stretching out the hip flexors of that back leg. The knee is over top of the heel in your front leg. And you can push forward, stretching out that hip flexor. Only go as far as you feel that hip flexor stretch. Tilting in the pelvis to feel more of a stretch in that hip. Switching sides, bring the other leg forward, tilting those hips, then pushing forward to get a nice deep stretch. You don't even need to go that forward as long as you're tilting your pelvis and feeling a stretch in the hip flexors. You really want good hip flexor flexibility. You want to feel very strong in the fact that your hip flexors are not super tight. Tightness is not what you want. Getting yourself into a tabletop position for some cat and cow stretches here. That's rounding out your back and bringing your forehead towards the floor without bringing it down, just in that position, aiming your forehead to the ceiling by arching your back. Bring your forehead towards the ground by rounding out the back, then arch out the back, head up, bring your forehead to the sky. This kind of continuous motion, stretching out the back spine, stretches out the front side of your body, stretches out into the shoulders and the glutes. This is a really relaxing stretch. If you want something to do when you wake up in the morning, getting down on the floor, doing a few of these cat-cow stretches feels amazing right when you get out of bed. Pushing up into downward dog stretch now. If you're familiar with that yoga stretch we did in our workouts, you're going to stretch that downward dog into that upside down triangle position, thinking about a straight line between the heels of your hands and your glutes. Nice straight line, spreading your fingers, planting them all into the ground, spreading and stretching and pushing through the fingertips. Not all that pressure in the palm of the hand. Breathing in and breathing out here, getting deeper. Exhales bring you deeper. Inhales bring you lengthening. Relaxing here, feeling that nice deep stretch. You'll feel this on the back side of your body. You may feel it in the upper body as well. Taking your time here, just breathing deeply. Bringing your knees down to the ground now. We're going into a child's pose with those knees spread wide apart. Bringing the knees apart, feet together, and dropping the center of your body down through, bringing your forehead to the ground. Your arms can be straight out. They can also be wrapped around your legs and tucked in beside your feet. Whatever is comfortable to you. This is a comfortable, relaxing pose, relaxing stretch. Feeling everything just relax here. If you're doing this after a workout, it feels really, really good to rest. If you're doing it on its own, it feels really, really good to rest. Next, we're pushing ourselves onto our belly, flattening out our belly, hands underneath the shoulders, and we're doing a Cobra Stretch, pushing yourself up just to a comfortable spot. As long as your hips are still placed on the ground, you're just arching up in your back by pushing through the heels of your hands, pushing your back up, bringing your forehead up towards the ceiling, looking straight ahead or looking up if you can, just stretching out that back side of your body, stretching out the abs. These are really good for the back, really good for flexibility in the hips as well. Good, keeping those hips on the ground, arching your back if you can, pushing up a little higher with each movement, bringing it down to the ground. Exhale, inhale, and exhale, pushing back up for another round of Cobra. Exhale, push up. Great job, pushing down on those hips toward the ground. The legs are relaxed. Rolling over by looking over one shoulder, twisting, and holding, then twisting over the other shoulder. As long as this is comfortable and you feel no impingement or pinching or pain or shooting pains or anything anywhere, these are good stretches for you. Now pushing yourself up, we're going to push back into that child's pose, this time with knees together to round out the back some more. Rounding out the back, pushing your glutes down onto your heels. That forehead rests on the ground, and again, you can put your hands wherever you want. Getting up to a comfortable kneeling position now. We're going to clasp the hands behind the back, stretching out the chest, opening up the heart here. This allows you to receive love, share your light, and share your love with those around you by opening up the chest. We close our chests all day. We wrap our shoulders around if we're on the computer, or if we're with the baby, or if we're tending to small ones. We round our shoulders. Opening up that shoulders. Next, we're bringing one elbow up to the ceiling, bringing the hand down the back, pushing down on that elbow with the opposite hand for a tricep stretch. Switching sides, pushing lightly down on that elbow, keeping your body upright, trying not to tuck that head down or look down towards the ground, keeping the neck in a neutral spine. Inhaling and exhaling as you do your stretches here. Grabbing your hands and clasp out front, rounding out the upper back. Feeling a nice stretch in that upper back. You work those upper back muscles in everything that you do. Postural muscles, holding things, lifting things. Rolling those shoulders back. And for a bicep shoulder stretch here, bring that arm across the chest. Lightly pushing in around the tricep above your elbow, stretching that hand across the chest, switching sides here, bring the other arm across, just relaxing and breathing in and out. You can be sitting down in a cross-legged position if that's comfortable for you right now. It's up to you, rolling those shoulders side to side, now stretching out the head. Side to side, rolling the neck just in the front. We're not going to go into the back. We're just going to go up through center and bringing your ear down to one side. You can use your hand to put a touch of pressure on your head, not pulling, just assisting gravity to give you that additional stretch on those neck muscles. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to lie ourselves back down comfortably without reverse crunching, lying down. Grab those knees in again, hug them to your chest. Rocking and rolling a little bit forward and back here. Rock and roll to the side a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out, just in a relaxed fashion. Next, you're bringing your arms out to a T, dropping the knees down to one side, keeping those shoulder blades and shoulders and back on the ground, rolling your head to the opposite side as your knees, breathing in and breathing out, and just let yourself relax here, opening up that chest, getting a twist in that body. If you want an additional twist, straighten out that top leg. And you can push down slightly on it to give you an additional stretch, trying to bring that upper back down to the ground. And breathing in and out, bringing those knees back through center, dropping your legs down to the opposite side, turning your head to the opposite direction, and breathing comfortably here. Straightening that top leg if you did it on the other side, lightly, gently pressing down if you need an additional stretch. Remembering to push that shoulder down to the ground so you're not twisting it off the ground. Breathing in, bring those knees back to center, rocking over, pushing yourself back up to seated, relaxing here. In a nice, comfortable position. Namaste. Thank you for doing the stretch. Have a fabulous day. Now is a great time for your meditation.